Hey guys, it's me, 80s over today guys. Today guys, we're going to recap to you guys Celta Vigo 3, Barcelona 3. I'm very mad. I'm very mad. That's the first thing I'm going to say right now. Okay? You're 3-0 up. How do you allow Celta Vigo to get back in this game with 3 goals? And honestly, I'm not surprised. I've seen this Barcelona team for a while now, and this Barcelona team always do these kind of things. You know, and anxiety always gets to me, right? And man, oh man, this team, man, is something else. It's something else, man. It's something else. So, obviously, guys, I can rage. I could get very mad. I could easily do that. But obviously, I'm not going to do that. Because I want to be calm and collected. And if I be angry in all this, I will be more emotional than objective. And you guys know that on this channel, I want to be more objective than emotional, right? So I just want to make that very clear that even though I am being more objective here, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm happy. It means that I'm frustrated. I'm just not showing it out, if that makes any sense. So, let's talk about this game. Because that first half from Barcelona was a very good first half. Very, very good first half. And the thing about the first half was that Celta Vigo had an early chance there. They had an early chance from Iago Aspas. And I've said this before, guys. Iago Aspas always seems to do well against Barcelona. Right? Then obviously Alba had a great assist to Fati. Fati scores the opening goal, 5th minute of the game. What a goal that is. And we lead 1-0. Lead 1-0. Okay. Then Gavi had a good clearance to make from one of the shots from the Celta Vigo players and prevented it from becoming a 1-1. Then obviously Nico Gonzalez had an assist there to Busquets. What a lovely goal that is from Busquets. And then Alba once again provided another assist to Depay to make it 3-0, guys. And then Fati had a great chance there to make it 4-0 right at the end of the first half. And unfortunately, Fati went down injured. Apparently, he went back up. It seemed like it was a hand injury. And then he came back up. And then, obviously, Fati went down again. And this time, it looked real. And according to the reports today, I've seen that Fati is out for a month. Which is very devastating. Very devastating for Fati. Okay? And at halftime here, I'm thinking to myself, this is the best first half we could have had. But keep in mind, guys, Celta Vigo did have a few chances that first half. They had a few chances that first half. Okay? They had a few chances. Let me see the stat. Let me show you guys right here. Halftime. Yeah, as you can see right there, Barca cruising with 3-0 lead. Visitors have looked good. Yeah, Aspas and Gallon had chances there, and then, yeah. And for me, guys, I honestly think we honestly looked really good. Then came the second half, and I don't know what happened, honestly. Beltran came on. Ronald Araujo came on for Eric Garcia, which I believe Eric Garcia was injured, so that's a big blow. And, yeah. And then, obviously, Alejandro Balde came on for Ansu Fati, which was interesting. And I think that was a bad idea. That was a really bad idea, and we'll get to that in a bit. And then Celta started to look good in the second half. They started to look really good. I remember they had a great chance just right in the beginning of the first half. And I was like, oh, God. Okay. Then Celta Vigo scored. In the 50th minute, it's offside. A well-taken goal from Galtrano. Slides in by Suarez. And he spins about. Slots away from Ter Stegen's reach in the bottom right. Yeah, and he's sent and flag denies him. Offside. Then Celta score again. Celta score, and this is actually a real goal. They have in the 52nd minute. And, yeah, Celta deserved it, man. Galán squares from the left, and Ter Stegen spills in the inner post. Raul tries to clear it, but only gets as far as Aspas, who fires a shot straight down the middle, and it's 3-1. 3-1, guys. And at this point, I'm like, okay, we got to start scoring the 4th goal. Because you know that right early in the second half, things get very disastrous. You know that. That's just part of football, right? And then guess what? Tapia got a yellow card. Longley cuts another Celta attack. De Jong off of the corner. Yeah. Ricky Puig came on for Nico Gonzalez. I think Nico Gonzalez had an injury there. And yeah, it was such a bad game as far as injury is concerned. It was such an unlucky game. You know? And yeah, there was a huge penalty appeal for Celta Vigo. And I personally believe this should have been a penalty. Mingueza pushed down Gallardo to the ground. And for me, this should have been a pen. I don't know how this wasn't given a penalty. VAR didn't even check it. I'm very surprised. And no penalty was given. And even the Celta manager got a yellow card for that because he personally believed it was a pen. So Servi came on for Tapia, And I think Tapia, that was an interesting change there. Yeah, and then as you can see, handball. Celta have the ball in the back of the net, but it's another one ruled out. Nolito brings it down, left blocks and volleys it over to. At this point, when the handball came in, when they scored the handball, disallowed, I knew that Celta were going to score. I knew that Celta would make things tough. I knew that we would win by a goal margin or we could potentially draw the game. Okay? And they came on, Nestor Araujo for Jesse Morella. And then Nolito scores. Nolito scores. They've been pushing it since Evan. It's a great cross from Serbia on the head. Nolito gets in front longly, throws himself forward to get his head on it. Ter Stegen sticks at him, but it's just out of his reach. 3-2. And at this point, I was very scared. I was very worried, guys. And I'll be honest with you guys. I knew that this could end very badly. You know, as you can see, there's the images for there. And Abde came on for Gavi, who I think Gavi was fine. I don't think there was an injury concern for Gavi. Okay. And then Barcelona just had the great chance there to win the game in the 86th minute. Frenkie de Jong hit the crossbar. I'm like, wow. Wow. Puig had a shot outside wide. Busquets got a yellow card. And then a chance for Celta Vigo with a free kick. And Ter Stegen got booked for simulation. Not simulation, for taking too much time. And De Jong also did time wasting as well. And then Celta equalized right at the end. It's a brilliant take and go from Aspas. He cuts in Garen's cross first time, whipping it around Raul into the far corner of the net, 3-3. So you see right here, guys, this Barcelona team is just so bad. Guys, I've told you guys for a long time now, guys. This Barcelona team is just, it's just sad. I mean, Raul, for me, he came on this game and had a disaster class in this game. I mean, that's unexcusable. You're one of our best defenders, and you had one of the worst games ever. And it is not acceptable to throw a 3-goal lead like this. It is not acceptable. And where does this leave us in La Liga? It puts us at 9th in the table. We still remain 9th, guys, with 17 points. We are 5 points away from top 4. We have to pick things up. We have to pick things up because this is a season where I wouldn't be surprised if we don't make top 4. Even though I do think we'll still make it in the end, just about. But don't be surprised if Barca don't, because as I said, this Barcelona team is a lot more difficult. It's one of the worst teams I've seen from Barcelona in a while. Yeah, man. And Celta Vigo, honestly, man. If you really think about it, Celta honestly should have won the match. They had 2 disallowed goals, and had the goal stood, or at least one of the goals stood, they could have easily won this 4-3, 5-3. We were very undeserving to get a point on the day. Because even though we played really well in the first half, the second half performance from Barca was atrocious. It was atrocious. I don't know what happened the second half. And yes, I could understand that we didn't have Fati. I can understand we didn't have Eric Garcia. But we still should be able to win this match against Celta Vigo. This is a team that is languishing in 14th place. This is a team that is struggling, guys. And with this point, Celta Vigo have picked up a very valuable point against Barcelona. I've said this before, guys. Celta Vigo is a bogey team for Barcelona. I don't care. This is a bogey team for Barcelona. This team always causes issue for us. And I'm not surprised that they drew this game in this kind of manner. Was I expecting this? Not necessarily. But I'm not surprised that they did this because, as I said, Celta is a good team. They've always done well against the big. They always do well against Barcelona every season at the Balaidos. You know, and so yeah, man, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed with this team. We could have easily won this match, but I don't know, man. Xavi, you're gonna have a lot of work to do. You're gonna have a lot of work to do, especially to instill the mentality in the players, because that's one of the things that we need to address with this team. The mentality of this team needs to change. I mean, how do you cruise like that in the second half after being 3-0 up? I can understand. It's a good, healthy margin. But you should never cruise in these kind of games. Especially against Celta Vigo. That has traditionally always been a difficult team. And especially once they scored that's the first goal or second goal, why didn't you try to go for the winning goal? Like, why did you try to react late? Why didn't you try to make it 4? Try to make it 5, you know? Because, you know, these teams, especially at home, they're never going to give up. They're never going to give up like this. And we know Celta Vigo is a decent team. So, as I said before, guys, it's a very devastating result for Barcelona. Very, very tough indeed. And it is difficult to support this team. But as I said before, guys, this team will rise again. I just don't know when. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. As I said, I can go on and on, but I really don't want to because I'm not in a great mood, guys. So I want you guys to comment down below. What do you guys think of this performance? I know most of you guys will probably say it's a bad performance. And yeah, man. So as I said, we're gonna have a huge work to do. I mean, let's look at the November fixtures we have for this month. So we have in the month of November we have Espanyol at home, and then we have Benfica on the road. Actually, Benfica at home, and then we have Villarreal on the road. So these are 3 games that we need to win against Benfica. We need to win against Espanyol. We haven't won a La Liga match since that Valencia game, October 17th. It's going to be a month, guys. It's going to be a month since we won it. You know. And as I said before, guys, we have to get top 4 this season. It is imperative we get top 4, because if we don't get top 4, guys, not only will we be screwed in the sporting aspect, we will be screwed in the financial aspect, because Champions League brings so much revenue for this club. So, as I said before, guys, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, guys, but I think we'll hold through. We'll hold through, and hopefully Xavi can instill the mentality in the players, and hopefully the players, and I hope that Fati and Eric Garcia and Nico Gonzalez can have speedy recoveries, because we're going to need them a lot, especially for those upcoming Champions League games and the La Liga game against Espanyol. We're going to need them, man, because as I said, without these players, man, it's going to be difficult, and we're seeing how difficult, how much of a problem this team is. So as I said, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. Remember, guys, to comment, subscribe, check out me and my other platforms, list description below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.